Welcome back, guys. So always an exciting day when we're pouring concrete. So we are back in construction mode on the Homestead. I think like 2 videos ago I said hopefully there's not any more major construction, which I don't consider this major construction. So we are preparing for some more animals like I told you. So this is going to be a pig pen. It's 16 by 16 and I'm going to have a little shelter back here. And the last time I raised pigs, I had problems with them rooting out, and I said if I ever do that again, I'm going to do it on concrete. And I know people have different views on that, and that's okay. There's kind of 2 schools of thought. One, you have pigs on pasture and you move them around. You know, you don't want to get the ground too tore up. The other thought is you put them on concrete. You hear my tractor back there sound like it's getting ready to blow up. The last time we poured concrete, this happened too. It had a regen that had to be completed. It was going to shut me down. So I'm getting ready to pour this slab and I'm using it and I have to put it in a regen. So at least it wasn't in a critical moment. For the environmental people out there, it has a super tight filter on the exhaust. And when particulate comes through there and it gets clogged up, you have to take it outside, set the parking brake, and run it up like 95% throttle and let it sit there for 15 minutes to get so hot it burns the filters out. It burns the muffler red hot to burn all the contaminants out. So unfortunately the tractor's down for 15 minutes, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright guys, so this is a big float, and the way it works, when you turn the handle, it has chains down there, and it picks it up one way or the other. That's how it operates. You always want the front edge up, so when you pull it backwards, you're gonna twist it. I'm getting a little concerned. I'm hearing a lot of thunder, so hopefully we'll be all right. When I get down here, I gotta twist it. Fix that back end up. Now, I'm not a professional concrete finisher, and I don't blame you. want to have that rolled over look. When the form comes off, you use a tool like this that rounds that edge. This is kind of inconvenient right in the middle of troweling the concrete. Oh well, that's the way it works. I think for all those people praying for rain, I'm just one guy praying for not rain. Okay, we're flooded. We got over 2 inches of rain. I was right in the middle of finishing this concrete and it just opened up. So it is still raining a little bit. It washed all that ground out. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Can't get upset. So I'm coming out here to see, ooh, and it looks terrible. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh well, sorry pigs. I'm not saying it's ruined. The phrase epic disaster comes to mind, but is it really? I gotta go get the mail. Let's talk. It's still gonna function just like it was intended, but I thought this would be a good time to talk a little bit about maybe the mental attitude of doing all this stuff, right? I moved on to this land, cleared it out, built my own house, built the barns, fenced the ground, you know. Not everything goes smooth, not everything goes like it should. I can think of dozens of dozens of projects that just did not go the way I wanted them to go. And that's just the way it is. I always say, don't let perfection get in the way of good enough. Because good enough work. That concrete job is not a pro job. I'm not a pro. Pros make a lot more money. So, let's see how the bees are doing today. Oh, I think of an epic disaster with there. Good story. My brother and I, he knew a friend that had a bee. He felled this tree, humongous tree, and I might have a video on here, but there was a beehive in there, and me and my brother, it was like the dead of summer. We cut that thing, and it was quite the experience. It was a huge log. It was probably like 25-30 inches in diameter, and it was hollow, and the whole thing was full of bees. We cut it down, and bees were swarming everywhere. We put screen door mesh over it, put it on a trailer. It took an hour to get it winched on a trailer and drove it here. And we tried to put them in a hive box and all the bees left. So it was like a full day's work. I got stung by a bee. We probably terrified people driving down the highway. We had a trailer with a log with probably 100,000 bees, literally 100,000 bees, and all that for nothing. I guess it was an experience. Well, maybe it'd be good for the pond. Oh, what else? This last winter, we had a pregnant goat, and she had her babies, and they all froze to death. We nursed one of them for a while, but it ended up dying. Then the mama goat died. Then we had 2 other goats die. We buried 6 goats. So, things don't always work out, but you have to keep going. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it's bothersome. You put your heart and soul into a place, and you work hard to get it going, and you, I'm looking at the ditch over here. I wanna see how it looks. We got all this rain. Oh, I'm in the mud. you put your heart and soul into a place like this. I mean, you sink all this money in here, and it doesn't always work out, but that's just the way it goes. But you know, in the end, when you keep pushing, you keep trying to do it, eventually it works out. And you learn and get better. This that ditch I cleaned out, a couple weeks ago. This is a better shot here. Sorry if I'm making you sick. Just dug that out. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Ugh. So, anyway. But like I said, all in all, at the end of the day, hopefully enough things go right that you want to keep on going and keep on doing it. I can only imagine if you know, there's kind of this return to the country movement. If you've never grown up or done any of this stuff, and you try to do it all at one time, have animals, raise a garden, build a house, do all that, it's like the learning curve on each one of these things is so steep. But anyway, that's what I had to say. It doesn't always work out. Don't get discouraged. Or if you do get discouraged, just take a break and then get back after it. That's one of the reasons I think it was good for me. You know, I only work 6 days a week. I think it's good to have a down day, decompress, spend time with family, just kind of recharge the batteries. I couldn't imagine of building this house and working every day. I mean, it would have just been, you'd have no relief from it. Sometimes you're working on a project and it's not working out. You break something, you cut a board the wrong way. Sometimes you just walk away. Come do it later that day, tomorrow, you know, whatever. Sometimes you just need to walk away and then reattend. I notice a lot of times when you come back, it gets better. Things fit together better when you're not angry. All right, when I walk up here, normally I check the gate. That light flashes. When the light flashes, that means the fence is working. When the fence is working, that means that you look down through there. If a limb falls down and grounds that fence out anywhere along it, that light won't flash. So that's how I know that the fence is still intact, just by looking at that light. So, anyway, there's a lot of little things you got to check. Every one of these things that you do on your homestead just adds one more thing you have to constantly check, right? So I mean, like, I'm going to get pigs, that means I'm going to have to feed pigs every day. I have to make sure they got water every day. Got these goats, got to take care of them. Got these cattle, got to take care of them. And that's awesome, that's cool, but just realize it's a cumulative effect. So, anyway, that's what I got to say. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. We do have new subscribers, and that's awesome. Welcome. I'm hoping to put out just lots more content. I enjoy it, or I wouldn't do it, and hope you guys like it. And we'll give you an update on this pig pen. Supposed to be getting some pigs next week. I talked to a guy yesterday about getting another calf, so maybe we'll have, ooh, the goats. See them? It's hard to see. They hear us. Here they come. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And I'll have some updates on the pig pen. Hopefully we get some pigs next week, get a new calf, maybe have an update on the garden. So stay tuned. See you next time.